Walking is often seen as one of the simplest and healthiest exercises, especially for seniors. But what if I told you that walking at the wrong time could put your life at risk? Let me share a shocking real-life story. Mr. James, a 65-year-old retired teacher, had a habit of going for a walk every morning at 5 a.m. One cold winter morning, he suddenly felt dizzy and collapsed. By the time help arrived, he had suffered a mild stroke. This tragic event could have been avoided if he had known the right time and conditions for walking. In this article, we will explore the dangers of walking at the wrong time, the science behind these risks, and practical solutions for seniors to walk safely while enjoying the benefits of exercise. 1. Early morning walks in cold weather. For many, early morning walks are considered a refreshing way to start the day. The crisp air, the quiet streets, and the feeling of being active before the world fully awakens make it a cherished routine. However, for older adults, particularly those over 60, an early morning walk in cold weather could be more dangerous than beneficial. Why cold morning walks can be risky. As we age, our bodies respond differently to external conditions, and cold weather presents unique challenges. One of the most significant dangers is the effect of cold on the cardiovascular system. When temperatures drop, blood vessels constrict, leading to an increase in blood pressure. For seniors who already have underlying heart conditions, this can pose a severe risk, potentially leading to heart attacks or strokes. Additionally, medical studies have shown that blood viscosity, essentially how thick the blood is at its highest in the early morning. This increases the likelihood of clot formation, which is particularly concerning for those with a history of cardiovascular disease. Walking in the cold when blood is already more prone to clotting can create a perfect storm for medical emergencies. Another often overlooked danger is the risk of falls. During winter, sidewalks can be icy or slippery, making even a short walk outside a potential hazard. A single misstep could lead to fractures, which can be devastating for seniors. Healing from a broken hip or leg is significantly more challenging for older adults, often leading to long periods of immobility, muscle atrophy, and even depression due to reduced independence. Moreover, there is the issue of temperature shock. Transitioning from a warm bed to freezing outdoor temperatures can put stress on the body, leading to breathing difficulties, dizziness, and discomfort. For those with respiratory conditions like asthma or chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD, the cold air can trigger severe symptoms, making it hard to breathe. A real-life example, the case of Mrs. Linda. To understand the gravity of this issue, let's consider the case of Mrs. Linda, a 70-year-old grandmother who enjoyed her morning walks without fail. She believed that getting outside early was the best way to maintain her health and clear her mind for the day ahead. One winter morning, she stepped out as usual, unaware that the overnight frost had made the sidewalk treacherously slippery. Just a few minutes into her walk, she lost her footing and fell, breaking her hip. The consequences were severe. Mrs. Linda was hospitalized and remained bedridden for months. Her recovery was slow and painful, and the loss of mobility led to muscle atrophy. Being confined to her home also took a toll on her mental health, and she battled depression and frustration. Her doctor later advised her to avoid early morning walks in cold weather, suggesting instead that she walk later in the day when temperatures were more stable. The science behind the risk. Circadian rhythm, the body's internal clock, plays a crucial role in our health. Research indicates that blood pressure naturally rises in the early morning due to hormonal changes. This, combined with the constriction of blood vessels caused by cold temperatures, significantly increases the risk of cardiovascular events such as strokes and heart attacks. According to a study published in the Journal of the American College of Cardiology, heart attacks are more common in the early morning hours due to these physiological changes. Another study from the American Heart Association highlights that exposure to cold temperatures further amplifies these risks, particularly among older adults. What you can do instead. If you enjoy walking, there are safer alternatives that allow you to maintain your routine without putting your health at risk. Here are some recommended strategies. Walk later in the day. Aim for mid-morning or early afternoon walks when temperatures are warmer and surfaces are less icy. The sun's warmth also helps to improve circulation and reduce stiffness in the muscles. Dress appropriately. Layering is key when walking in cold weather. Wear warm gloves, a hat, and proper footwear with slip-resistant soles to reduce the risk of falls. Warm up indoors first. Engaging in light stretching or a short indoor workout before heading outside helps to prepare your body for the cold, minimizing temperature shock. Consider indoor walking. If conditions are too harsh, opt for an indoor mall walk or use a treadmill to maintain your exercise routine safely. The importance of adapting to aging. Aging requires us to adapt our habits to maintain our health and well-being. While physical activity remains crucial for longevity, it is equally important to recognize potential risks and adjust accordingly. Early morning walks in cold weather, despite their perceived benefits, may not be suitable for everyone, particularly older adults. By making small changes, such as shifting the time of your walk or choosing a safer environment, you can protect yourself from unnecessary risks while still enjoying the benefits of staying active. Final thoughts. While an early morning walk may seem like an invigorating way to start the day, the risks associated with cold weather for seniors cannot be ignored. The increased likelihood of cardiovascular complications, falls, and temperature shock makes this routine potentially hazardous. Instead, prioritizing safety by adjusting walking times, dressing warmly, and considering alternative exercise options can ensure that you continue to stay active without compromising your health. In the case of Mrs. Linda, a small adjustment, choosing to walk later in the day, could have prevented months of pain and immobility. Her story serves as a valuable reminder that sometimes, the best way to maintain our health is not by following habits blindly, but by adapting them to our changing needs. Staying informed and making smart choices can help ensure a long, active, and healthy life. 2. Walking right after eating a large meal. Walking immediately after consuming a large meal can pose unexpected risks, particularly for older adults or individuals with pre-existing health conditions. Many believe that walking right after eating aids digestion, but the reality is more complex. The body's physiological response to food intake prioritizes digestion, directing a significant portion of blood flow to the stomach and intestines. When one engages in physical activity too soon after a meal, this natural process is disrupted, leading to symptoms such as indigestion, dizziness, nausea, and even fainting. For older adults, especially those managing diabetes, an immediate post-meal walk can cause unpredictable fluctuations in blood sugar levels. This instability can result in sudden drops or spikes in glucose, creating dangerous situations that might require medical intervention. Additionally, those prone to acid reflux or bloating may find their symptoms exacerbated by premature physical exertion. Instead of aiding digestion, walking too soon can delay gastric emptying and increase discomfort. An illustrative case involves John, a 68-year-old retiree who, after indulging in a heavy lunch, decided to go for a brisk walk. Within minutes, he experienced severe nausea and dizziness, forcing him to sit down and recover for nearly half an hour. When he consulted his physician, he was advised to allow sufficient time for digestion before engaging in physical activity. His doctor explained that by walking immediately after a large meal, John was forcing his body to divide resources between digestion and muscle activity, causing temporary circulatory distress. Scientific research supports this view. When food enters the stomach, digestion requires a significant increase in blood circulation to facilitate nutrient breakdown and absorption. If one starts walking too soon, the muscles demand oxygen-rich blood, creating competition between digestion and physical movement. This diversion can lead to discomfort, fatigue, and an overall reduction in digestive efficiency. Health experts generally recommend waiting at least 30 to 60 minutes before engaging in moderate activity to allow the digestive system to function optimally. To mitigate these risks, individuals should adopt mindful post-meal habits. Waiting for at least half an hour before walking allows the body to complete its initial stages of digestion without unnecessary strain. If movement is necessary, opting for a light stroll rather than a brisk walk can provide gentle stimulation without interfering with digestion. Staying hydrated by drinking water before and after walking further aids the digestive process. By implementing these simple adjustments, individuals can enjoy both the benefits of physical activity and proper digestion, ensuring long-term well-being. Additional insights. While walking is generally recommended as a healthy activity, its timing in relation to meals plays a crucial role in determining its benefits. Many cultures emphasize rest or light activity after eating, understanding that the body's energy should primarily be focused on digestion. Traditional Eastern medicine, for instance, suggests gentle movements like Tai Chi or slow pacing to enhance digestion without disrupting internal processes. In contrast, vigorous exercise too soon after eating can provoke gastrointestinal discomfort and even long-term digestive complications. Another important aspect to consider is meal composition. Heavy, fatty meals take longer to digest than lighter, fiber-rich meals. If an individual consumes a high-fat meal, the stomach remains full for a more extended period, increasing the likelihood of discomfort if followed by physical activity. Recognizing one's own body's signals and adjusting behavior accordingly is essential in maintaining both digestive health and an active lifestyle. Aging also affects digestion and metabolic rates, making it even more critical for seniors to be mindful of when and how they exercise. As the body slows down its ability to break down food, immediate movement can lead to inefficiencies in nutrient absorption and increased stress on the cardiovascular system. Taking a balanced approach by allowing sufficient digestion time before engaging in movement ensures that older individuals maximize the health benefits of both eating and exercising. 3. Walking late at night. Walking is one of the most beneficial exercises, especially for older adults who want to maintain their mobility, cardiovascular health, and overall well-being. However, while walking during the daytime can be a great way to stay active, doing so late at night can pose significant risks, particularly for individuals over the age of 60. In this article, we will explore the dangers of late-night walking, share real-life experiences, provide scientific explanations, and offer solutions to ensure safety while maintaining an active lifestyle. The hidden dangers of walking at night. Reduced vision and increased risk of falls. As we age, our eyesight naturally declines. At night, even younger individuals struggle with reduced visibility, but for older adults, this issue becomes even more pronounced. The ability to perceive depth, contrast, and obstacles diminishes, making it much easier to trip over unseen hazards such as uneven sidewalks, potholes, or stray objects. The consequences of falling at an older age can be severe, leading to fractures, long recovery times, and even permanent mobility issues. Consider the case of Mr. Thomas, a 72-year-old retiree who enjoyed his post-dinner walks. One evening, he decided to take his usual route, unaware that a construction crew had left a pothole unmarked. Due to the dim lighting, he failed to see it, tripped, and suffered a fractured wrist. This seemingly minor accident significantly impacted his daily life, making simple tasks like dressing and cooking challenging for months. Disrupted sleep patterns and physiological impact. Our bodies follow a natural circadian rhythm, which regulates sleep-wake cycles. As night falls, the body begins to produce melatonin, a hormone that signals it's time to wind down and prepare for rest. Engaging in physical activity late in the evening can interfere with this process, delaying sleep onset and reducing sleep quality. Poor sleep, in turn, affects cognitive function, immune system efficiency, and emotional well-being, leading to increased risks of anxiety, depression, and chronic fatigue. A study conducted by the National Sleep Foundation found that individuals who exercised intensely at night often experienced difficulty falling asleep. This is because exercise stimulates the release of adrenaline and cortisol, hormones that promote alertness. While these hormones are beneficial during the day, their presence at night can make relaxation and restful sleep difficult, particularly for older adults who already experience age-related sleep disturbances, security risks, and vulnerability. Walking in poorly lit areas late at night not only increases the risk of falling but also exposes individuals to potential threats. Criminal activity is more likely to occur in secluded or dimly lit environments, and older adults may not have the physical ability to react quickly in dangerous situations. Unlike younger individuals who might be able to run, call for help, or defend themselves, seniors are often at a disadvantage in such scenarios. One striking example is that of Mrs. Eleanor, a 68-year-old woman who enjoyed her routine evening strolls in her suburban neighborhood. One night, while returning home, she was approached by an unknown individual asking for directions. What started as a simple conversation quickly turned into an attempted robbery. Fortunately, a passing car scared the perpetrator away, but the incident left Mrs. Eleanor shaken and afraid to walk alone at night ever again. Joint stiffness and temperature drops. As temperatures drop at night, the body experiences increased joint stiffness, especially in individuals with arthritis or other musculoskeletal conditions. Cold temperatures cause muscles to contract, reducing flexibility and making movement more difficult. Walking under such conditions can not only be uncomfortable but also increase the likelihood of muscle strains and joint pain. For instance, Dr. James, a retired physician who had been an avid walker for years, noticed that his arthritis pain worsened significantly after evening walks in colder weather. Despite dressing warmly, he found that his knees and hips stiffened after prolonged exposure to the cold. His doctor later advised him to switch to daytime walks when temperatures were more stable, which significantly reduced his discomfort. Scientific explanation: how the body reacts to late-night activity. The human body follows a carefully regulated internal clock known as the circadian rhythm. As evening approaches, several physiological changes occur. Melatonin production increases. This hormone helps induce sleepiness and prepares the body for rest. Engaging in exercise can disrupt this process, delaying sleep. Cortisol and adrenaline levels drop. These hormones are associated with energy and alertness. Exercising too late can lead to an unnatural spike, making it difficult to relax. Body temperature decreases. A lower core temperature helps signal the body to sleep. Strenuous activity raises body temperature, interfering with this process. Muscles and joints become less flexible. As the body prepares for rest, blood circulation to the extremities reduces slightly, leading to increased stiffness. These physiological changes highlight why walking late at night can be counterproductive to overall health, particularly for older adults. Safe alternatives and practical solutions. To maintain the benefits of walking while avoiding these risks, older adults can adopt safer alternatives. Walk before sunset. The best time for walking is during daylight hours when visibility is optimal, temperatures are moderate, and natural light helps regulate circadian rhythms. Choose well-lit and safe walking paths. If an evening walk is necessary, select areas with adequate lighting, smooth pathways, and minimal obstructions. Use a walking cane or supportive gear. A cane or walking stick can provide additional stability and reduce the risk of falling. Wear reflective clothing and carry a flashlight. Visibility is crucial for safety. Bright or reflective clothing, along with a flashlight, can help ensure that pedestrians are easily seen by drivers and other passers-by. Opt for indoor alternatives. If outdoor conditions are unfavorable, consider walking on a treadmill or in a mall where the environment is controlled and secure. Final thoughts. The importance of smart exercise choices. Exercise is a cornerstone of healthy aging, and walking remains one of the best ways to stay active. However, it's essential to be mindful of when and where physical activity takes place. While walking late at night may seem convenient, the risks far outweigh the benefits for older adults. By making informed decisions, such as walking during safer hours, selecting well-lit paths, and using supportive gear, seniors can continue to enjoy the numerous health benefits of walking without compromising their safety. For those who have experienced challenges or accidents related to nighttime walking, let this be a reminder that simple adjustments can make all the difference. As we age, our priority should always be balancing physical activity with safety, ensuring that every step taken is a step toward better health and well-being. Best times for seniors to walk safely. Walking is often praised as one of the best exercises for seniors. It enhances cardiovascular health, maintains muscle strength, and improves mental well-being. However, walking at the wrong time of day can increase the risk of health complications, particularly for older adults whose bodies respond differently to temperature changes and exertion levels. To maximize the benefits of walking while minimizing potential risks, seniors must understand when and how to walk safely. Understanding the body's reaction to walking at different times. The human body operates according to a biological clock known as the circadian rhythm. This internal system regulates various physiological functions, including body temperature, metabolism, and cardiovascular efficiency. As seniors age, their ability to adapt to environmental changes diminishes, making it crucial to choose the right time for outdoor activities like walking. The 3 worst times for seniors to walk. Early morning, before 7 a.m. Many seniors enjoy early morning walks because of the fresh air and quiet atmosphere. However, this time of day presents several risks. The temperature is often cooler, which can lead to muscle stiffness and an increased risk of injury. Additionally, the body's blood pressure tends to be higher in the early morning hours, increasing the likelihood of cardiovascular events such as strokes and heart attacks. Walking in cold temperatures can also constrict blood vessels, making it harder for the heart to pump blood efficiently. Midday, between 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. This period is the hottest part of the day, especially during the summer months. Excessive heat exposure can lead to dehydration, heat exhaustion, or even heat stroke. Seniors, in particular, have a diminished ability to regulate body temperature, making them more vulnerable to overheating. Walking under direct sunlight also increases the risk of sunburn and skin damage, further exacerbating the dangers of midday walks. Late evening, after 7 p.m. As the sun sets, visibility decreases, increasing the risk of tripping and falling, especially on uneven sidewalks or dimly lit areas. Additionally, cooler evening temperatures can cause joints and muscles to stiffen, leading to discomfort or even injury. For seniors with cardiovascular issues, the drop in temperature at night can also affect blood circulation, making it harder for the body to maintain optimal function. The best times for seniors to walk safely. To reap the full benefits of walking without exposing themselves to unnecessary risks, seniors should aim to walk during the following time frames. Mid-morning, between 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. By this time, the sun has risen, and temperatures are usually moderate. The body has had time to wake up fully, and muscles are more flexible, reducing the risk of strain or injury. Additionally, air quality tends to be better compared to early morning hours, which is beneficial for individuals with respiratory conditions. Late afternoon, between 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. During this period, the body is at its peak metabolic activity, making it an ideal time for physical exercise. Walking in the late afternoon can also help regulate blood sugar levels, which is particularly beneficial for seniors with diabetes. The moderate temperature and natural daylight provide a safe and comfortable environment for outdoor activities. Additional safety tips for senior walkers. Walking is an excellent exercise, but it must be done safely. Here are some precautions seniors should take to ensure a safe and enjoyable experience. Stay hydrated. Dehydration can cause dizziness, muscle cramps, and fatigue. Seniors should drink water before and after their walks to maintain optimal hydration levels. Wear proper footwear. Shoes with good grip and support can prevent slips and falls. Avoid wearing sandals or shoes with worn-out soles, as they increase the risk of tripping. Use a walking buddy. Walking with a friend or family member not only enhances safety but also provides a social component, which can improve mental well-being and motivation. Carry a mobile phone. Having a phone on hand is essential in case of emergencies. Seniors should ensure their phones are fully charged and accessible during walks. Be mindful of your body. Listening to one's body is crucial. If any signs of dizziness, lightheadedness, or extreme fatigue appear, it is best to stop walking immediately and seek rest. Real-life example: the dangers of ignoring safe walking times. Mrs. Johnson, a 72-year-old retiree, was accustomed to taking her daily walk at 6:30 a.m. One winter morning, she ventured out as usual but slipped on an icy sidewalk, fracturing her hip. The accident required surgery and months of rehabilitation. After consulting her doctor, she adjusted her walking schedule to mid-morning and began using walking poles for added stability. She now enjoys her walks without fear of injury. Similarly, Mr. Davis, an 80-year-old diabetic, used to take walks in the afternoon heat. One particularly hot day, he experienced severe dehydration and had to be hospitalized for heat exhaustion. Since then, he has changed his walking routine to late afternoons when the temperature is milder and carries a water bottle with him at all times. Final takeaway: walk smart, live longer. Walking is a powerful tool for longevity, but timing is everything. By avoiding the risky times mentioned and adopting safe walking habits, Seniors can continue to enjoy an active and healthy lifestyle. Families and caregivers should also encourage their elderly loved ones to follow these guidelines for their well-being. Question for you. Do you know any seniors who walk at dangerous times? Share this information with them. It could save a life.